teen girls on the street. So if you haven't seen this before, I'm an earnest reporter, and I'm interviewing some teen girls about what they think. Bring me the teens. Or I need their opinions. Teens. Perfect. There's so many teens here.
There we go.
Okay. Hey, you, first teen, directly to my right with the brightly colored hair.
Where's that voice coming? Oh, hey, yeah.
Hello, youth of today.
Sup?
I've heard that the youth of today are really getting down and enjoying this unusual hobby. What are the kids into?
All the girls in my class are into whittling. That's all we do right now. It's just whittling.
Whittling? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Susan claims it's not whittling. She's sculpting, but it's the same thing and it's the same tools and it doesn't really count. It's all the same. I don't understand why she wants to make herself seem like she's doing something special. It's whittling. We're all super into whittling, making little wooden ducks. That's just how we do. That's what I'm doing when I'm not on TikTok.
So is it the wood that brings you to the hobby or the knives? Which is
the knives. It's the violence for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect.
No, you can't do it with a spoon. Can't do it with a plastic knife. 100%.
Excellent. So you heard it here first, folks. Teen girls still into violence, a perennial favorite among that crowd. Coming up next, going in clockwise order, we have our next teen girl on the street. It's Boomer. Hi, Boomer.
Hello.
Hi. So this is important to me. You have your finger on the pulse of the youth, because you, as a youth, have opinions. What do teen girls absolutely hate right now? What are they out on?
So the absolute worst thing that you can bring up to any group of teen girls right now that will just absolutely cause endless arguing is the difference between Chaucer and other authors of his genre. A lot of people say that what he was writing was very typical for the time, but a lot of people say that he was really pushing new boundaries, and it instantly causes all sorts of division. Some people really love the conversation, but it'll end any party.
And what is the favorite Canterbury tale among teen girls these days? Is it?
Well, it's not really so much about a specific tale as about the specific characters. Like, if there's a dog mentioned in one of the stories, that one's instantly going to be a lot more popular, but the specific people are what you really identify with more than individual stories.
I see. And actually, I see Karnak GWJ knows a lot about Chaucer, and I'm gonna say, and he says Chaucer was a hack, or they say Chaucer was a hack. Boccaccio for life. How do you feel about the allegations against Chaucer that he ripped off his whole format from an Italian poet named Boccaccio?
So that's one of the many arguments against Chaucer as being this huge genre-defining person, and it's kind of the same as saying that Shakespeare wasn't really special in his time. We just have more of his stuff left. Nobody was actually there. Nobody knows if a person on the street back then knew their name. That doesn't really matter. They're what we have, so they're what we can enjoy. So what's the point of arguing over whether they stole it from some dude whose writings we don't have very much of?
So there you have it. Teen girls really into Chaucer. If you want to read one, I suggest The Miller's Tale. It's real dirty. It is. Coming up next, we have our next teen girl on the street, Julie. Julie, you are a known example of a youth.
It's true.
Julie, what is the latest teen food trend? What can the teens not stop eating?
Boba.
They're
not even putting it in anything anymore. They're just ordering them bulk online and slamming them. Just absolutely saturating their bodies with tapioca pearls.
Are they rehydrating, or are they doing some sort of dry boba cleanse?
Well, I don't know if you've seen the latest on TikTok, Kathleen, but it's called the Boba Challenge. And it's a challenge to see how many boba you can cram into your face hole before they start coming out other face holes. It's pretty intense.
That sounds excellent. I have not seen TikTok because I, of course, am old. But thank you for that tip. You've heard it here first. Teen girls love TikTok and putting lots of boba into their face hole.
The record is 112.
That's it. You know what? I think that's conservative. I bet I could do more than that. Teen girls,
You're too
you're
old, I think.
challenged.
I'm sorry.
It's fair. It's fair. All right, our next teen girl on the street. She's TQ, known youth, known young child who knows what's on TikTok. TQ,
Yes.
what is what is the coolest art trend sweeping the teens? What are the teens super into?
Oh, so the latest art trend is actually if you go into the street and you take a picture of yourself against the ground, but it's got to be the dirtiest possible ground that you can find. So you lay down, it's just trash. It's literal trash is what it is. That's the art trend.
So
Literal trash. Hashtag literal trash. Yeah.
you lay down in literal trash, and is this to make you feel better about your manicure or your skin, or is it just meant for contrast?
I don't know, I just do it because they told me it's cool.
That's too real a moment here on Teen Girls. Who has not found themselves doing something tremendously ill-advised and thought, wow, I started doing this because it was cool, and it sure isn't.
I mean, I have 4 million followers on TikTok now, so it worked, I guess. I also got a hepatitis shot.
Well, there you go. Teen girls are passionate about recycling trash and getting vaccinated. Our next teen girl on the street is Jacob, a fine young teen miss. Hello, Jacob. Jacob, I know the teens are super into being muted. But that's not what I'm here to ask you about.
Nice Martian reference. Oh no!
You know what? We're going to come back to Jacob. Jacob, we're going to skip Jacob. He's going to be our next teen
I got
girl
you,
on the
Jacob.
street. Oh, he's also driving too. Oh, poor Jacob.
I got you, Jacob. Let me just load this up.
Our next teen girl.
Yeah.
Our next teen girl, Erica. Erica is here to report to us about who is the current subject of gossip at your high school. Who is really in the poo at Unitary Girls School number 1?
Jacob assuming control.
It's got to be. Everyone is talking about Steve, and it's just makes me so mad what he did, and you're not. You know what? I don't want to talk about it. You know what? Let's talk about Marnie. She's fine. Everyone loves her. She's great. Everyone is always going around saying Marnie is so great, and it doesn't matter what Steve did to her, but Marnie's great.
So you've heard it here first. Steve, a real butthole. Marnie possibly got broken up with by said butthole. Who knows? A love triangle? Maybe we should just ditch Steve and just go after Marnie. I think that's probably better advice. Butthole teen boys. Who needs them, right?
No one.
No one. Are we ready for our next teen on the street? All right, Jacob.
Before we even start
Yes.
with any questions, please, okay, I just need to say that Chaucer is bosser, and the next time you have a boba party, also known as a Boba Fett, I need to be invited, okay? Okay. Please go ahead.
Forgot what I was going to ask you about. What's teen girl on the street? Look, I know you have a lot of opinions about literature, but how do you feel about anime? What anime is igniting the teen girl squad in effect for this season? What's the new hotness coming to our shores from Japan?
Well, teen girls prefer to call it Japanimation, thank you very much, okay? And the thing that we like to watch is nothing. We just stare at walls. That's all we do now.
Is this before or after you cram your face with boba?
Well, that's how you have to get the boba out. It takes concentration.
Oh, one at a time. That other teen girl was right. I am too old for this. So you're telling me that the latest teen craze is to sit at a wall. Is there perhaps any paint applied to this wall? Do you watch it dry?
I mean, yeah. What? I mean, you have to paint first, and then you paint the wall, and then you get the boba out.
Oh, this is about drugs again. Of course, teen girls have always loved those since time immemorial.
Duh. God, you are old. Jesus.
Oh, gosh. No. Here I was, worrying that I was out of touch with the teens, but they're still arguing about Chaucer and where to get fun oregano. So moving on to our
Chaucer's
next,
Chaucer,
our
thank you.
thankfully last teen. You,
Yeah.
sulky teen.
What's up?
Look, what's really grinding your gears as a teen? What's getting you down? What have the adults done to you this time?
I don't know, they like... So like...
This is also too real.
Like, they won't stop asking me questions. Like, it's always like, what's your homework for the day? What grade did you... Who are you seeing? What are your friends doing? Like, what's making you so angry all the time? You know what? The world, okay? It's 2020. I'm angry all the time. Everybody is. Of course.
So your parents' constant badgering you with questions and presses for information is really getting you down. Can you explain in detail how you feel about that and the top 5 contributing factors that you feel are causing this?
Oh my god.
Too real. Move. Well, here we are. As you can see, 2020's big mood, according to teen girls, is just not today, please. So thank you so much, teens, for joining us. We'll be back later with more opinions from teen girls on the street.